With tomorrow being Saturday night's main event, tonight we had the go home edition of Friday Night Smackdown. We opened the show with Joe Tessitore. He had an in-ring interview with Cody Rhodes where he just, asked him basic questions regarding Kevin Owens, regarding Shawn Michaels, regarding the contract signing tomorrow night for Saturday night's main event. And Cody Rhodes, like I have jotted down here, I jotted down that, this was a typical Cody Rhodes promo. I like Cody Rhodes, but sometimes some of his promos come off, almost, rinse and repeat. Like, it's almost like copy and paste sometimes. And right now it's like we're just killing time until we get to the Royal Rumble. So there's not really much that we can do at this point other than pull apart brawls, which you're going to see at the end of the show is going to become a major focal point between Cody and Kevin. And throughout this entire, interview, I'm waiting for somebody to come out here, like a Kevin Owens or whatever, to come out here and interrupt Cody. And eventually Kevin Owens did come out later on, and he interrupted Joe Tessitore, and he told him, where was his interview? He legitimately misses Michael Cole when he, sees Joe Tessitore. And one thing I want to point out is, like I said last week, with Kevin Owens wearing these, shirts to send sort of a subliminal message towards the people watching at home. He was wearing a shirt that said Sami Zayn forever. Now, I don't know the meaning of this shirt. I forget what the shirt actually is for. But I like the fact that, Kevin Owens, he's subliminally trying to hint at a partnership with Sami Zayn. It's almost like he's trying to manifest that partnership with Sami Zayn to existence come the Royal Rumble. But after a while, Jimmy Uso interrupts Kevin Owens and he tells him, that he talks too much, and he smacks him across the face, and we get this match later on in the main event. We got Jimmy Uso against Kevin Owens in the main event. But before that main event, Carmelo Hayes came out and attacked Jimmy Uso because they have this little mini rivalry, mini feud going on. Next week, those two guys are going to be in a match against each other. But after a while, Kevin Owens picked up the W with the pop-up powerbomb. Afterwards, he tried a package power drive Jimmy Uso onto that, stiff-ass announcer table that they have, that stiff-ass new announcer table. And I feel like every single week, almost to the T, I end up predicting what's going to happen on these shows because Kevin Owens goes out there and attempts to package power drive somebody, and then after a while, Cody Rhodes comes out and they end off the show with the pull-apart brawl, which... Like, here's the thing, after a while, these pull-apart brawls, they really don't do much for me because I'm just like, we've seen this so many times before, man, But like I said, there's not much that they can do. They're not going to do some major angle the night before Saturday night's main event and 2 weeks before the Royal Rumble. So, so you're kind of just booking yourself into a corner right now, and this is why, we see a lot of these pull-apart brawls almost every single week. We also had a lot of moving switches, a lot of people moving and switching around shows. Like, for instance, Damian Priest now, he's on Smackdown. Thankfully, he's removed from the whole Finn Balor stuff and the whole Judgment Day stuff, and we could get him on a different level. He took on Carmelo Hayes tonight in a pretty decent match, and Damian Priest obviously with the win. The Miz is also moved over to Smackdown now. I guess they're going to continue the White Six stuff for the meantime. That's fine. If you really care about the Miz, then I think it's fine. We also had advertised tonight, one of like two matches that were advertised tonight. LA Knight against Tama Tonga and LA Knight. They had a pretty good match as well. Eventually, LA Knight did get the win, to my surprise. And afterwards, Jacob Fatu, pissed off, attacks LA Knight, wants to put him again through that stiff-ass announcer tables, when all of a sudden, Braun Strowman comes out. And, it seems like, again, we're going to get cucked by Tama Tonga. That's going to, he's going to pull out Jacob Fatu at the last minute when these two guys are about to go, head-to-head before the match tomorrow night. But after a while, Jacob Fatu, just so infuriated and pissed at this point, pushes Tama Tonga away, wants a piece of Strowman. But after a while, I guess Tama Tonga gets on the apron, and Strowman sees him and goes after him, and Fatu then tries to go after Strowman, and Strowman gets the better of him and tosses him out over the top rope with the clothesline. And tomorrow night is essentially when we're gonna get this match. So I didn't think they were gonna go full-blown, fist to fist, mano a mano. So tomorrow night we'll see definitely more of what Jacob Fatu is capable of in the ring, which I'm sure is gonna be excellent tomorrow night. We also had a Charlotte vignette here again tonight. This is week 2 of the Charlotte vignettes, where she essentially declared the fact that she is returning But she's not just returning anywhere, she's returning at the Royal Rumble. And immediately when I heard that, I said, there's your Royal Rumble winner. Charlotte Flair is going to win the Royal Rumble. If it's not her, then it's probably Io Sky. But if it's not Io Sky, then I would definitely put all my eggs in that basket of Charlotte Flair winning the Royal Rumble. And if you notice the fact that these Charlotte Flair vignettes, for the most part, typically always air before a Tiffany Stratton segment, because afterwards Tiffany Stratton came out and essentially said that she's not worried about the Royal Rumble winner, whoever wins that Royal Rumble, because she's already beaten 2024 Women's Royal Rumble winner last week, which was Bayley. Now comes Rhea Ripley and interrupts Tiffany Stratton. She tells her that she's not the only champion around here, and that she appreciates what she did to Nia Jax, which of course brought out Nia Jax. Nia Jax declared that she's gonna win the Royal Rumble again for the second time this week. And then this brought out Naomi and Bianca Belair. They both declared that they're gonna enter the Royal Rumble as well. They had sort of a bickering back and forth between them. Then Liv Morgan comes out and declares herself for the Women's Royal Rumble match as well. Then, of course, if you know where this is going, things break down, and this leads to a 6-woman tag team match, which surprisingly goes to Liv Morgan and the heel team. Liv Morgan ends up pinning Bianca Belair, I believe, to get the win in a sort of a roll-up type win, surprise win against the babyface team here tonight. So I think this is fine. I mean, obviously, I don't think neither of these women are probably going to end up winning the Women's Royal Rumble. That's just my own personal opinion. Like I said, I think Charlotte or an Io Sky is probably better suited for that type of thing. But yeah, man, let me know what you guys think down below of this episode of Smackdown here tonight. For me, I would say probably not the best, not the greatest, but not the worst. Probably somewhere in the middle. And that's kind of the issue with these Smackdowns sometimes, especially with 3-hour format, is that they can drag so long sometimes that you kind of even forget that you're watching a television program. But let me know what you guys think down below. And until next time, I'll see y'all later.